The title of this video is Creating a Plot Scale Chart in Excel. The drafting profession, like many others, requires you to have a working knowledge and skills in the use of spreadsheet software such as Excel. This video will teach the student how to set up a plotting scale chart using different formatting instructions. Formulas will be created for using cell data and automatically calculating values from data contained in cells within the Excel spreadsheet. It is important that you follow the steps contained in this video and refer to the supplemental information contained in the PDF scale chart instructions. Let's get started. In creating this scale chart, we will use several different formatting commands. They will include the formatting of text, formatting of cell borders, and formatting of numerical values. It is important that you understand how to use the formatting commands in conjunction with the specific cells that you want to set up or format according to the requirements of that cell. In order to change the format of a cell or group of cells, those cells must be highlighted. Every cell has two cell location identifiers. The letters at the top of the spreadsheet identify the columns in the spreadsheet, and the numbers on the left side of the spreadsheet identify the number of the row. Therefore, every cell in the spreadsheet is identified by a column letter and row number combination. As an example, cell C5 would be identified by the intersection of row 5 and column C, as shown in this example. To highlight groups of cells, the left mouse button must be clicked on the starting cell and keeping the button pressed, dragging to the opposite corner of the group of targeted cells as shown in this example before releasing the mouse button. If you want to change the values of an entire column or rows of cells, then this selection is made by highlighting the column letter name or row number as shown in this illustration. Now that we have covered some basic formatting steps, let's begin constructing the scale chart. The first thing we will do is to highlight all the cells from cell A1 to J24. Now that these cells are highlighted, we will set the font type to Calibri 11. If your spreadsheet already shows Calibri 11 as the default font and text size, then you can leave it as it is. Be sure to leave the cells in their highlighted state as we have some more formatting functions to complete. Next, use the vertical and horizontal text positioning buttons on the Home tab in the alignment area to set the positioning for the text you will be placing in the cells. Leave the area highlighted. The next step is to place the mouse cursor over the highlighted area and right-click to activate the pull-down menu. From there, select the Format Cells command. Notice the various tabs and the formatting options that are available with this command. You will make use of the number formatting command later in this exercise to change the number formatting. Find, then click on the Border tab at the top of the dialog box. Find the line type settings on the left side of the dialog box and select the narrow continuous line type as shown here. Next, move the mouse to the right and select the buttons labeled Outline and Inside. The object of this step is to make certain that all of your cell borders are visible with the solid black line when you view and print your spreadsheet. The next step is to highlight the alphabetical boxes at the top of the chart from box A to box J. Right-click to access the column width command and set the width at 18.09. This will not be the final width of the cells. The final width will be set at the end after we have set the proper formatting and calculated all the column data. The next step will be for you to use the merge and center command to create the title boxes for your spreadsheet. The merge command joins a set of highlighted cells to create one singular cell. In order to merge a set of cells, you must highlight the cells you wish to merge, then click the Merge and Center command under the Home tab. If you make an error when creating a set of merged cells, there is also an Unmerge command available through the pull-down tab. Refer to the Scale Chart Instruction PDF on Blackboard for the list of cells to merge and center. I will merge and center the cells here on this video also. The next step will be to set the row heights. Rows 1 through 3 will be different heights, and rows 4 through 24 will all be the same height. Watch as I make those changes right now. If you are not able to remember all of the numbers, refer to the row heights listed in the instructional PDF. Next, you will fill in all the title text and plot scale information as shown on this spreadsheet. It has been highlighted in yellow for the purpose of making it easy to identify in this video. You do not need to highlight it in yellow. It is only for reference. Also, refer to the instructional materials on Blackboard for the information that you will need. To vertically align the text in column A, highlight the 3 areas and use the Format Alignment command as shown here. After you have filled in the text for all of the boxes highlighted in yellow, you will insert formulas into cells D5 through J5. This is what the formulas that you will insert look like. To insert a formula into a cell, you will highlight the cell, then type in the formula. Each one begins with an equal sign to indicate that a calculation will be made and placed into that cell location. The formulas that you will insert into those cells are shown in your instructional materials in Blackboard. When inserting the formulas into the cells, you must type them out exactly as shown, or they will not work correctly. As soon as you enter the formula, it will be evident if you entered it correctly or not. As you fill in each formula into the cells, the value of the calculation for that specific cell will populate the cell. Note that pressing the Enter key will move the cell focus to the cell below it. You must use the directional cursor to move the focus left or right. This is what the cell formulas will look like. After you have finished inserting the formulas into all of the required cells, the next step will be to copy all the formulas into all of the rows of the spreadsheet to calculate and display all of the plot values for all of the listed plot scales. One of the great things about Excel is the ability to easily copy formulas to other parts of the spreadsheet. In order to do this, we must highlight all of the cells containing formulas that we wish to copy. After highlighting all of those cells, we will use the little icon at the lower right-hand corner of the highlighted cells and drag down to the bottom of the spreadsheet. Watch how all of the cells populate with the values of the formulas that we created. Now that all of the cell formulas and values have been created and calculated, the formatting of the cells to match the formatting shown on the plot scale chart provided for you on Blackboard must be changed. The formatting that will need to change will be the type of number displayed, such as one-place decimal, two-place decimal, or no decimal, etc. As shown previously, changing the formatting of cells is done by highlighting the cell or cells to be changed and right-clicking to access the Format Cell command. Take note of the different formatting options that are available to you under the various formatting tabs. The final formatting of the contents of every cell will not be shown in this video, as you should have a good working knowledge of how to do this. Use the example scale chart provided on Blackboard to see what's required. Note, you must change the formatting to match the chart provided, or those cells will be counted as incorrect. Also, don't forget that there is no need to format every cell one at a time, as groups of cells with similar formats can all be formatted at the same time. After you have changed the formatting for the numbers in the cells, you will need to change the width of the columns according to the column width table shown in the instructions. You must change the width in order to be able to print out the entire spreadsheet on letter-sized paper. I will make those changes now. After you have changed the column widths, you should review your spreadsheet to make sure that it looks like this example, which is available on Blackboard. You are now ready to print, but you will need to set the print area by highlighting the entire spreadsheet area from cells A1 through J24 and use the Set Print Area command under the Page Layout tab. You are now finished with the spreadsheet. Be sure to use the Save As command to save the file to your USB under Scale Chart with your initials. In order to receive a grade on your spreadsheet, you must submit your Excel file on Blackboard, and you must also submit a printed copy to your teacher. This concludes our scale chart creation lesson. It is important that you understand what all of the numbers on this scale chart mean and how you should use them. Be sure to watch the video titled Understanding Plotting Scales to gain a better understanding of plot scale charts. This concludes our video. Thank you.